Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. Now, we have the brand new community crunch number 457. We've got a reveal on the male Bison reveal. But yeah, there's some other bits going on with the Liveops stuff. But where is Unreal Engine 5.5? They're still saying Ragnarok's coming out June 2nd, which is a good sign. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Now, if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And if you are looking to play on a bunch of free servers with an amazing community for the launch of Ragnarok, which is in like 3 and a bit weeks, come and join us completely free on the LoadedCrysis cluster servers. The link to our Discord is down below, and our lovely community will welcome you in to a tribe, whether you're playing PvP or PvE. Let's get in with the video. Right, so Community Crunch 457, Male Bison Reveal, Liveops Update, and Mod Spotlight, and more. So, after dealing with endless parade of mutants, monsters, and elemental nightmares, there's something oddly comforting about a good old-fashioned angry bison. While his nursing counterpart might be busy feeding the next generation, this stubborn slab of muscle is more interested in clearing out threats with sheer brute force. Don't expect a graceful fight, but do expect a lot of headbutts, ground-shaking stomps, and unrelenting drive to protect a herd no matter the odds. Whether he's staring down a Rex or tossing an Allosaurus off a cliff, the male bison will be a force to be reckoned with. Now, one thing I want to say, right, is brilliant. I am so excited for the bison. It's going to be great. But how can you do one community crunch with the bison reveal and then just a male bison? No one cares. No, they do. They do. I'm looking forward to it. But the reason why I'm just saying this is because this is the last community crunch before the 15th of May. So I am thinking that UE 5.5 is looking unlikely for this deadline. Now, the weird thing about this is that if this decided, there we go, it's loaded, is June 2nd is still the release date for Ragnarok. And of course, it can still get delayed. But Ragnarok cannot come out without UE 5.5. So the biggest thing is it must be coming this month at some point. But I can't see it being next week. I really can't, because I would love it to be. But there's no way they would do a community crunch without news on it if they don't, you know, if it was coming out next week. I think it's going to be released really tight between the launch of Ragnarok, and I don't think we're going to see it towards the end of May. I reckon what will happen, what is the day of, I think, today is the 9th, so next week is well, I don't know, it's just not going to be next week. I know the Wednesday is the 15th, is it, or the Thursday is the 15th, so the Friday must be the 16th. Duh. But yeah, it's just very stressful, and I really hope we hear some news soon. I have checked the Discord, and there is absolutely no news from the devs from this community crunch launching. I think they just know it's not ready, and I just think they don't want to say anything. And I can't imagine who came up with this crunch of like, yeah, let's do a crunch on the male version of the bison. Next week we'll have the female bison reveal. But from grassy valleys to icy cliffs, the bison is ready to leave its mark when Ragnarok launches June 2nd. This game needs this, but you know what I'm going to say. Liveops Updates, re-enabling mesh detection on Asterius. We'll be re-enabling mesh detection on our official Asterius servers starting Monday, May 19th. When the map first launched, we temporarily disabled this system while we investigated reports of false positives. With the recent adjustments now in place, we're confident it can return to help protect fair play across the cluster. Thanks for your patience while we worked through it. Adjusting player cap on Asterius. At launch, we temporarily increased the player cap on Asterius servers to 100 to accommodate the wave of interest. Now that player activity has stabilized and servers saves have grown, we'll be returning the max player count to 70 per server on Monday, May 19th. This change aligns Asterius with the rest of the ASA network and helps ensure a smoother performance during events and day-to-day play. Now, if you want 100 slots, you know where to come. The LoadedCrysis cluster. We're never changing it to 70. It's always going to be 100. So I don't know why they can't do 100. I think 100's fine. I just don't think they've really got the player count at the moment, especially on PC. You know, it's going to be massive for Ragnarok. As I said, it's going to, like, triple. But you know, it's a bit of a meh. Okay, so we've already talked about this about 495 times, but the official server depreciation, so they're sunsetting a bunch of inactive servers on the 20th of May. This is pretty much to be in preparation for the launch of Ragnarok. They're getting rid of a lot of Scorched Earth servers. Scorched Earth must be dead. I mean, in the LoadedCrysis cluster, it's actually more popular than Extinction and Aberration. Like, on my cluster, I like to obviously get all the details in and stuff. And Aberration is the literal lowest player count. Extinction is pretty low. It gets a bit more sometimes, but Scorch tends to like keep a solid player count. The most popular map is Asterisk by a mile. The center's really popular and the island's really popular. But yeah, it's interesting. I do think Rag is going to absolutely break records. Probably, as I said, I'm guessing around 50,000 players will probably, that's just Steam. So I think console will explode as well. They said we still intend to provide larger capacity at launches as much as possible to meet the higher need during those periods, and we're working with our partners at Nitrado to offer these saves after the scheduled sunset through Nitrado's interface. Please stay tuned for more details. So I guess this will be coming up next week, that you'll get more details on how to get your save if your server is being sunsetted. Right, so let's watch this week's mod spotlight of the week. Bunch of ones in here, but let's give it a watch and see if it's any good. Let's go big screen on this one. Blitzfire, by the way, has become a massive modder in the community. I think does YouTube too. Oh. Ancient, that's cool. Skyrim vibes or what? Oh wow! Oh, look at the size of that! Scorched Earth. What do they do? Oh wow! New bug. Can you go tiny on it? Who wants to try and pronounce that name? The Nanto Phoenix? The Nanto Phoenix. Oh wow, they're tiny. That thing is cool. I want this. I really want that. Okay, I really want that creature. What's it called? Was it that one there? What was the name of this one? The Megistorithum. Why is it all these names impossible? But that looks so cool. So that's the official cross-platform mod spotlight of the week of May 5th to May 9th, 2025. Bonus rates. You got bonus rates this weekend. Monday, May 12th will be ending. You got ×2, which is good news. I know a lot of people weren't happy with that. Yeah, and then on to the community corner. So BMO spends a productive day breeding iguanas and gas bags. So if you want to watch a series, this looks like it's a series by BMO Guinness. Etheldir's guide to build a simple yet efficient Asterisk base. We got some Therizinosaurus stuff. Blue Boy, Ice Wyverns. Rag is coming, guys. Will you be my mummy? No. Pyromane, that's a really cool design. I'm looking forward to seeing the Griffin's cheeks. The Griffin's cheeks. The Griffin's chicks soon. Why is that take? Very cool little sheep. And then we've got photo mode of the cat. We love it. We love the cats. Wow, what is that? That looks scary. Some more photo mode here of a Kark, a Titan, and a really cool little base. So yeah, I knew it. I knew it. No, Oh, there's Songbird. Shout out to you, Songbird, if you're watching this video. Everyone is feeling it. Everyone's saying it. And yeah, I mean, I want to be positive, right? Because I'm looking forward to it. And there's no delay on Ragnarok. If it came up in this crunch and they said it's now going to be coming like later in June, then I would have expected a delay on Unreal Engine. But what is happening? Like, how is there no communication on the 9th of May, when it was meant to be coming out, like, latest the 15th? I think, let's come out of full screen here quickly, and we go to the calendar. I think, because it's actually the 10th now for me, I think it's not going to come out. I think if there's no news, it's got to be news next week. I've said that for the last 3 weeks. But, like, I don't think it's going to come out until, like, maybe in the 20... It'll be a week. It's not happening that week, next week. No chance. I'm so confident. It's got to be either the 20s, around, like, the 22nd or the 29th, around that point. The 29th is probably too soon to Ragnarok, because there needs to be at least a week before Ragnarok to at least let things settle with the update. But it's frustrating, guys. But what can we do? The lack of communication like this is truly awful. You know, like, the reason I say that is just because it is 5 days away from, you know, I am getting sick and tired of just like how is it May 10th and we've not even heard about it, let alone it being released, by the way, because it was meant to have a launch time between the 15th of April and the 15th of May, and there's not even news on it yet. That's what's worrying. So it is a bit of a rant video mixed in with a little bit of hype, because I'm looking forward to it. But this is so important, and you can clearly see how the community is. And even if you have the tiniest bit of news, you could get from someone at the top of the company at Studio Wildcard, it just goes such a long way. Even if you just said, we're still, you know, we're still working and we're hard, even if there's no date or anything like that, if you could just say, we're working away, we're really sorry, we hope to have news this week, but hopefully next week. Just say something like that. But radio silence is just so bad. It really is, especially when it's such a hot topic. But anyway, guys, let's try and be positive. On to the weekend we go. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk a bit more about this if we can get some more news maybe from the devs in the Discord later this weekend or next week. Catch you guys in my next video, and thank you very much for watching.